You'll never find out I had someone locked up in my garage for 5 years. So, okay, so this is coming from the same guy who created, you know, I locked up Donald Trump. I did Tiananmen Square massacre. At one point, if I remember correctly, he had nuclear bombs from Kim Jong-un. So I'm watching this video thinking like this is another moment in Viper history where he's basically dropping amazing bars, and it's something that is going to be, you know, life-changing. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, wait a second, like, wait a second. Is this actually real?
She was panhandling and pregnant when Lee Carter gave her a ride to his home, then locked her in his attached garage. The woman says at one point she managed to text police, who took her to the hospital. She was then released back to Lee Carter. This latest attempt to reach out to police resulted in her pressing charges. Carter is now in custody, charged with aggravated kidnapping.
Like, is this actually Viper, the man, the myth, the legend, actually getting arrested, actually going to jail, and he actually kidnapped someone for 5 years? The answer to that question would be yes. Viper the rapper, the man, the legend, the man who has been behind multiple atrocities throughout human history, has finally been caught. It wasn't for the Tiananmen Square massacre. This charge that he is being basically arrested for at the moment is for kidnapping an individual, forcing them to take part in drugs and other illegal activities for 5 years. And what's crazy about this is, I guess the editor for this YouTube channel basically came out and said, hey, just so you guys know, I had no idea this was happening until like an hour ago. This is crazy. I'll probably make like one long form video about all my experience with the guy and then leave this dormant stuff on his site if you want it. I think I'll try and donate some of the stuff to the Victim Outsider Records. Will probably stop there. Now, I feel mixed emotions, okay? My first emotion is, I should have bought the Viper EP. I should have bought the LP. I could have been one of the people that had that amazing, you know, actual vinyl. The second thing is, this is unreal. This is ridiculous. Like, this is insane to the point that, like, Viper, the man, the myth, the legend, someone who basically took accountability and took charge for all these other terrible crimes, now is actually going to be held accountable. My question is, right, how did this come about? How did people find out about this? How has this been going on for 5 years? That is absolutely positively insane. So it seems from 2019 to 2024, Viper has held someone captive. I don't understand how I've watched all his videos, and while he's been making these music, while he's been making these songs, while he's talking about buy my new vinyl, buy my new merch, there's a person trapped in his basement being held against their will.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!